92.3 AMP Radio.
What up, Facebook Live? My name is Shoboy. This is the beautiful
Nina. What's up, guys?
And get ready to go to Malibu with Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
Yo.
What's up, family? Congratulations.
Thank you so
Loving
much.
your vibe. We're just chatting before we went on Facebook Live right now from the Adorama Live Theater and StubHub stage.
Sorry, that's my shoes coming off.
I like that.
that's
It was like
okay.
clunk,
Sorry.
clunk, clunk.
Make yourself feel at
I
home,
wear
girl.
big shoes.
We're on Facebook Live right now. Big shout out to your mom. Before we went on, you were talking about how your mom loves to go live with stuff on social
she
media.
on her 50th birthday
Yeah.
hit 1 million followers, and she said that was, I got her a really dope present. So I thought, and she was like, this is the best thing I could have gotten for my birthday. So that shows where my mom is at right now.
She wanted to feel the love from all
Yes,
million
we were at
people.
the party where it said no pictures, no video, and my mom goes, I know it's not allowed, but I'm insta-living the whole thing. And so, yeah, she had her, you know, that's why I get my determination.
Yeah.
She had her mindset on something, getting more followers, and congratulations, Mom, you got it.
She did it, and she
Yeah.
seems so honest in everything that she tells you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So after she heard your new song, Malibu, what did she say to you?
She was the first one. Oh, she'll take credit for this, by the way. If you ask my mom right now, anyone would tell, she'd be like, because I was telling, I forgot what I was throwing her under the bus about. Something in an interview the other day. Oh, because she's supposed to be watching my dog, and she like forgot to grab my dog or something. She was like, oh, but you forgot to tell them the part that I picked this single because I had played her a bunch of my music. I had written this in the car, and she was the first person I saw in my dressing room when I got to The Voice. So, of course, I was like, Mom, I want to sing you the song that I just wrote. And she was like, she loved it, loved it, loved it. And she's, you know, told me that should be my single. Now, a year later, it is. And my mom, I'll give her the credit. It really, I mean, it probably would have been, you know, just because I think this is the best way that it kind of represents where I'm at and where I've been for the past year and kind of hiding out and how I got to the place that I'm in. But if you ask my mom, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do that
All
she
her.
told me to.
But
Mama said.
Yeah.
we also know where you get not only your determination, but just your honesty and being so blunt and so real. And I think what we all appreciate about you as an artist, as a human being, is whatever you're going through, whatever you're living through, you're transparent with it through your music,
Yeah.
through your life. And I want to, you know, you speak about how you came up with Malibu, and I think Uber is loving you right now.
Yeah, that's so
So
We
true.
need to cash in on that, Mr. Manager.
Yeah.
Because everybody's like,
Gonna
you're in the
invest her in
backseat
Uber,
of the
too.
Uber, right?
started Uber.
Yeah, exactly. I want to dive into one of my favorite lyrics, though, and maybe we can unpackage it from there and tell us what you meant by these lyrics.
Yeah,
were.
for
And I
sure.
was listening to your record, I was like, whoa, all right. So basically it says, sometimes I feel like I'm drowning,
Mm.
but you're there to save me, and I want to thank you with all my heart. It's a brand new start, a dream come true in Malibu.
That's beautiful.
It is
See,
beautiful.
the way you
Congratulations
spoke
to
it
you.
was beautiful.
Well, I did my best.
You said it with purpose
Poetic.
and love, and it was gorgeous. Nice rhythm, all that.
Look at you. You
Yeah,
got
it
a
was
future.
nice. I wrote that just because I think, you know, I think a lot of the time we feel like we can feel like we're drowning in all of our stuff or changes or I mean, for me, a lot of the time, just so much work, and I went through a big, I mean, this kind of sounds crazy. I went through this big loss with losing my dog, and I felt like once that kind of happened, that was my best friend. And so I kind of went through all these like changes just with like learning about loss and overworking and just so much pressure. And it's that person that can kind of make you escape from all the things that are like, you know, kind of, again, making you feel like you're drowning in it.
So you speak about drowning. Who or what would you say are your lifesaver?
I
And
would
ran
say
in Baywatch style in Malibu.
for sure, my relationship, also my pigs. They're probably my biggest flotation device, if you will.
I love it.
They're very buoyant. And also my ponies. I've got two cats. I've got 7 dogs.
All of your animals.
My mom sees, she's gonna be mad. She's like, you didn't plug me, even though she's been, this whole segment has been about MT. So yes, mother, you. Now my dad's gonna be pissed. So my dad. Feel like I'm at like the Grammys or something. Like, okay, I gotta thank the pigs. That's how I'm gonna start it. If I ever win the Grammy, it's starting with the pigs
There you go.
because they are the lifesavers.
Thank you for opening up and sharing that. You also speak a lot about the concept of falling in love again with the same person. Now, I think a lot of us have been there, you know, and tell us what that process was like, falling in love again.
I think when you change a lot, I think people have to change as individuals before you can change as partners. So I think especially with this song as well, people have kind of tried to make it like, you know, you can kind of tell there's like this heroic leading man that's like saved her. I'm not a princess that needs a kiss to wake up. I did that on my own time. And then when you get healthy and you get happy on your own, that's when you can be in a healthy, happy relationship. But until you're strong as your own person, a relationship's never going to work, because usually people start with two halves trying to make the whole, when really you both need to be strong individuals to feel like you've still got your own worth.
Which is totally true. So did that transition start for you before you and Liam reconnected? Because just as an outsider, as somebody watching you, now it feels like, all right, you guys got back together. Did Liam change you? Because so many things have happened.
I gotta give a lot of credit, not to be a total hippie, but I'm really into yoga, and that's something that's really helped me a lot. And I think people have their spiritual food that keeps them going, and I find that that's what's really done that for me. Also, just in general, Malibu too, people can find their own Malibu, but for me, that's like my escape. You know, that's kind of, there was a very cool thing that Lord did that made my life with this song. She said that it kind of reminded her of when Paul Simon wrote Graceland, of like teaching them of what the escape of where we want to be, like a better world, a better world. And so that's kind of what I think I wanted to create with this song.
I saw her tweet. You've been getting a lot of support from other artists
really
too.
Cool.
Did anybody come out since then and just kind of surprise you with their reaction to your new transition?
That was kind of one of the coolest ones, I think, for me, just because I don't really know her personally. So that was like that was just a really cool thing to do, because she just really listened to my music as kind of like everyone else would be, you know what I mean? And someone that I think is also, you know, doing a very cool thing right now with her new music. And I like when chicks don't have any competition.
Oh,
it's
totally.
kind of like we can
100%.
just kind of do our own thing.
Speaking about yoga and you know, kind of a transformation or whatnot, you also mentioned that you have decided to live a cleaner life, and you also mentioned a little bit about, you know, having new relationships, better like positive influences in your life. I want you to take us to, what was that moment? Just how when you wrote Malibu, you're in the backseat of that car. At what moment did you make that decision? Like, what were you doing? And you're like, you know what? I'm going to live a cleaner life.
Yeah, I think I realized my entire goal of this record was to be really clear and about what I want to say. And I think that's the best way to do that. But I always encourage everyone to do their own thing, and also realize that like clarity and life's allowed to like change and go up and down, and that I'm a person that I feel really great right now. And that's the best way that I can kind of be the best that I can be at this point, and the amount of work that I have on my plate, you know.
So I read too, though, that even though you have chosen to stay clean, if you will, you've still made yourself
I'll roll you a joint.
A part of like the party scene. You're rolling joints. But how do you do that as the sober person? Because I don't know about you, but when I'm at a party and I'm sober, like I want to go bye.
I'm there. I'll drive everyone.
I
drive everyone to the after party. I become the most fun DD ever.
Yes.
The other night I DD'd a bunch of my friends, and I had balloons tied to my pigtails because I was trying to keep the party going. And then everyone got out of the party and was like, bye mom, like, you know, be safe kids, like, you know. And then so I have a lot of fun. I'm hyper anyways. I've got a lot of fun, and I think people always maybe thought I was more messed up than I was, and I might have just been being myself. Yeah. I just always do like, sorry guys, I was really high, but like actually maybe I wasn't. I'm just kind of crazy.
Absolutely.
In a good way.
Yeah.
In the best way possible.
And an exciting way. And you need that to still be happy and still be filled with joy and have a good time. Who would you say now, speaking about like new relationships, new friendships, and so on and so forth, from the celeb world, who would you say is like a new friend of yours and like a positive influence that you didn't have previous to this transition?
I don't know any, man. I don't know anybody. I literally, when people ask me what my best friends are, I say my pigs. I mean, come on, it's just sad, you guys. Yeah, I don't know anybody. I'm going around doing a bunch of these radio shows right now, so maybe I'll make some new friends. But my sister is there, and my sister, I guess, I mean, this is really cheesy, but I'll say it. My sister, as she gets older, starts to become more my friend and less my sister, and I think she's really cool. I think that she's very focused. She's kind of the coolest person I know. She posted this photo of mac and cheese last night, and I just love her so much because I guess that's a Cyrus thing of like really not caring, doesn't feel like she needs to fit into the mold. She like really makes people feel like girls. It's like I come off stage and eat mac and cheese just like everybody else. I just think she's really cool that she's being that clear, and I hope she inherited some of that from me, from watching me. I hope.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
What kind of advice have you given to your sister coming up? She's crushing it, digging her music, digging her vibe. What kind of advice have you given
I always
her?
tell her she doesn't have to do anything she doesn't want to do. People always try to dress her or do her makeup or do her hair and tell her how she should look. And she's got the coolest style of anyone I know. She looks cool every time I come over to the house. I'm like, how does she always look so cool? Like she'll just have like a hoodie on and some sneakers. I took my sister to the beach. She came down to Malibu and she complained the whole time that she was hot, but she wore like fishnet stockings with a big black, like oversized hoodie and boots and like, just like so 17 and cool. And she was like, I need an umbrella. I have to sit in the shade. I'm so hot. I'm like, I told you we were going to the beach and you chose to wear this like huge hoodie, but she looked so cool. She was giving us beach goth. It was like so dope. So she, she's just like, she got the coolest style. So I always tell her like, you wear what you want to wear. Don't have designers or anyone try to dress you and try to tell you that you need to wear that heel with that dress because she's got her own personal style. She should dress herself.
Beach goth is about to be
Beach
a new
goth.
thing.
Yeah.
Hashtag that. Before we wrap up, speaking about you don't know anybody and whatnot, we did have somebody come through here that said some very, very cool things about you.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
We asked her, you know, if she were a contestant on The Voice, who would she want her to work with and be her coach? And maybe you'll recognize her voice.
I'm scared.
I think I might choose Miley. You know what I mean? Because I feel like one thing about Miley is that she really is a free spirit. You know, she really does what she feels like she wants to say and do. And I think that she's very expressive. And she's actually also really, really kind. She's a really kind, loving spirit. Like she's a hippie. She's a straight up hippie. She's like peace, love. And she is actually. And I didn't realize that before. But I think that, and she's also has a really powerful voice. And I think it would actually be an interesting thing to combine.
Yeah, she's still going.
I'm going to keep this on my phone at all times. Anytime I'm feeling sad or feeling down, I'm going to remember Alicia saying that.
Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys.
She honestly, the whole time we were on The Voice, always gave me props and like just really lifted me up. And I'm not one of those girls who, I didn't just like choose her to be my bestie on the show because she was a girl. I actually think Girls Against Boys is super outdated and cheesy and not everyone should. I mean, I'm super like kind of gender fluid and I never think that's fun to do like genders against each other. I think it's lame. But, I just chose her because her and I are the same. And then I kind of broke my rule, and it was really fun to pick on Adam and Blake because they're just it's too easy. It's too easy, but we really teamed up and really, I can't believe she said that. I would pick her too, for sure. She cares a lot.
She's awesome.
That's so cool, though, because now it's like that wasn't fake. Not that you ever thought it was, but to know that somebody like that is saying things behind your back.
Yeah. And she's got one of the most distinctive voices. That was a great way to do it. I mean, she just got the best voice.
We'll make
her
sure
speaking voice, you immediately are zen.
We'll make sure you get that audio, though, and put it on your phone for sure.
Yes, for sure, please.
Speaking of The Voice, you're coming back to it, and your pops is going to be working with you?
I want him to. I want him to be able to be, we get to pick a mentor. So last year I had Joan Jett, who I picked because she's just an awesome, like, I think I had a large group of females, only like 2 dudes on my team. So it was really good to have that. And then this year I'm coming for Blake Shelton. So I'm bringing out the big guns. I'm bringing out Dad and having him give all like the country advice. And I think, I know my dad's been the best mentor for me. And so I'm excited for him to be able to mentor others because he's got the best advice.
You and your dad work so well together, but spending as much time with him as you do, is there anything about him that starts to just, Dad, stop.
He's
like, you're
so,
embarrassing
I mean,
me.
it just is like, he's like the slowest person of all time. If you have to leave, a hurry for my dad is 2 days later. Like,
my dad's the same way.
Oh my God. If you like, that's why, like, I mean, we just don't really do like normal family things. Like, we don't go to dinner. That would be at 2 a.m. My mom wasn't going to let me get my license, and he let me get my license, and he like called this dealership to get them to stay open so I could get a car because my mom told him no way. And then it was just because he wanted me to drive him to McDonald's. So I was like my dad's like personal McDonald's driver. And that's because we never have family dinners because he's always late and he doesn't want to leave the house. He just plays his guitar all day long until midnight, and then he goes and gets like doubles.
So he was like, all right, I'll buy you a new car if you take me to a drive-thru?
Every night. And that's Noah's new gig. Noah's gig, she's like a rock star out everywhere. When she's home, we're all the McDonald's, like, that's it.
This is a rite of passage.
Well, thanks so much for chilling with us. We're super stoked for your new music. I love the music video that you actually helped direct and whatnot. I want to go there and just chill out and lay out. This Sunday, though, Billboard Music Awards, performing on TV for the first time.
I can't believe it's this Sunday.
Anything you can tease us with? How epic is it going to be?
I think it's going to be pretty great. I've been rolling around with some balloons, so you can expect a lot of balloons. I also have no idea what I'm going to wear, so that could turn interesting. That could turn interesting. Exactly. I'm going to come and be like, what? But I kind of want it to be like, I want people to feel like in that room they're a part of my video. So I want to make the video come to life on the stage for sure.
Malibu Dance Challenge.
Yeah, I know. I can teach you.
Oh, well, we definitely will.
Let's do it.
Is that cool? All right, guys. We love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Support Miley Cyrus, Malibu. I love it.